Okay, to begin we just use one regular size brown onion, or you can use a red onion, doesn't matter, but you just want to finely chop it. Then I have 3 cloves of garlic minced. This is 3 sticks of celery, and then once again you want to chop that around the same size as your onion. Here is 375 grams of mushrooms, and you can chop them however size you want. I just chop these quite small because my kids aren't a big fan of big chunky mushrooms. This is 1.5 cups of thawed out mixed frozen veggies. And then I've got 2 cups of pre-cooked lentils. This here is a vegetarian stock powder, so I just use enough powder to make up 1 cup. To the liquid, let's add a tablespoon of soy sauce, or you can use tamari or coconut aminos, whatever your soy sauce alternative is. 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. This just gives it more depth. And balsamic vinegar. I like to add balsamic vinegar to pretty much anything that I have tomatoes in. It just adds a really nice richness and depth to your sauce, to your recipe. So give this a stir, just combine it pretty well. And then we're going to add 1 teaspoon each of oregano and thyme. So to a hot dry pan, either pressure cooker or a normal fry pan, add your onions, and we're just going to cook them off. There's no oil in this recipe at all, so if you are avoiding oil, this is a fantastic recipe. If you're not avoiding oil, feel free to use your favorite oil to cook this off. Now it starts to get a little dry, a little sticky. You can always add a little bit of water, which I've added here. You only need to add a tablespoon or so at a time, just to keep things moving around. And once that looks pretty much like 80% done, then we're going to go in with our garlic. So here's the garlic. And you don't need to cook this very long. I think I cooked the garlic for a total of 2 minutes. So you don't need to brown it really, because the pressure cooker's going to do that. I guess if you're using a fry pan, you might want to cook it off. But I am all about, let's just get the food done type of person. Let's get it cooked, let's eat it and enjoy it. So once they're cooked, they don't smell raw, then you add your celery and mushrooms. Now this next stage took about 5 minutes because you want to get all of that moisture out of your mushrooms. If you don't release all that liquid, you'll have to reduce the stock by about 1/4 cup, because that's about how much liquid comes out of this. If you've got no time, no patience, whatever, you can skip this step here altogether and just put the lid on and cook for 3 minutes. But I am releasing all of that water. It's amazing how much moisture is in a mushroom. Cooking fast here, speedy. So I think I'm pretty happy here, and I'm going to add the thawed veggies. Now I thaw them too because it releases some water. And here is my beautiful cooked not chickpeas, brown lentils and herbs. I always cook my lentils and chickpeas from dry. They just taste a lot better, a lot fresher. So I've also added the herbs and the liquid, but only half the liquid. Reserve the other half for after the pressure cook. I just cancel it and then we do a quick release. So open up that pressure valve to let all of that steam out. Now I didn't show this, but I've just added 1 tablespoon of corn flour to the remaining stock, and we add that in to our pressure released food. Makes sense? You probably can hear the background noise, but I've got a storm going on in the background. And then I've just had an ambulance fly past, and it's just not working for me at the moment, but hopefully it's not loud in the background. Now what this does is it just adds a nice gravy. If you want to keep it dry, don't add this other half. I like my savoury noodles to have a little bit of a gravy texture because it goes so good with the mashed potato. So basically I've just put the pressure cooker onto a high cook, and I'm just waiting for that corn flour to activate and become thick. So I think the whole process was maybe another 5 minutes. You may be able to add this to the pressure cook, with the initial 3 minutes, before the 3 minutes. I'm not sure how it would turn out. I get worried about adding thickeners in case it sticks and you get it burnt. So I always add it at the end. And now look at it. It's just really great. My kids ate all of this up. It's so good. It looks pretty good. I think I'm ready to eat it. Okay, it is all done. I have this quite a big bowl here of my savoury lentils. So this here would serve 4 people as a main with your potatoes. If you did this as a shepherd's pie, you could just put the potatoes on top and bake it. What we do is, I'm just too lazy to bother with the whole oven process with shepherd's pie. So I just serve potato on the side. As you see in my thumbnail, this is how I normally serve. It is with potatoes, this, and broccoli or some type of greens, and maybe even as it gets hot, because it's hot today. See the sweat on my face? It's hot. Or a salad. It'd be really nice with a salad. So this would serve 6 people with a other side dish. Also with this is fantastic to have on a baked potato with some non-dairy cheese grated on the top, or you can squirt barbecue sauce on the top. This is nice on rice. It's really versatile, this recipe, so good. All right, dig in time. I should move back a bit. Can't move back too far because I've got a microphone cord and I don't want to lose the phone. All right, taste test. It's hot. This is so good. This is better the next day. It really is. So there you have it, everyone. My savoury lentils. I better be careful that I don't drop it on the floor because we're going to go hungry otherwise. Hot. So hot. So I hope you enjoy this recipe for savoury lentils. You can freeze it. This is freeze friendly. If you do meal prep, this would be something you could cook up. I'm one for bulk cooking as well, makes life easier. I'm the kind of person that just likes to cook every second day. Very minimal if I have to cook on that second day. But yeah, no oil, fully plant-based. I'm not sure if corn flour is plant-based because it is a little processed. But you can always, if you didn't want to put the corn flour in, you can have a potato that you have mashed up basically puree, and you can put that in as a full 100% plant-based thickener. I just haven't cooked my potatoes yet, so I added corn flour, but it gives you a nice gravy consistency. And that's what I like with my savoury lentils. I don't like them dry. I like them to have like a nice herby gravy. And my kids like it. Everyone likes it. You will like it. 3 minutes in the Instant Pot under pressure. You can probably even just do 2 minutes because everything's pretty much cooked. It's cut small. If you don't have an Instant Pot, pretty easy. Just put it in a fry pan that you can cover so you don't lose a lot of that liquid. And it's good, it's easy, it's how I cook in the Kind Karma kitchen. Flavoursome, simple food. Anyway, hope to see you next week. Well, I won't see you. You'll see me next week for another video where I'll be making bliss balls. Chocolate bliss balls. All right, that's it for me, and see you in the next video. Oh, and please subscribe and like and share and whatever else you can do to spread the love of my kitchen and cooking and whatever. All right, catch you later. Peace.